shooting up.
I want to get back to The Wire real quick. The Wire versus Power, right?
The Wire versus Power. Let me hear it.
My thing with The Wire is there was too many main characters, bro. When the show comes on, it says starring Idris Elba, and he has 3 minutes in the episode. You're like, bro, like I want to see more of how the bosses move. Like the show was so much about the cops. I've never liked cop shows. You know what I'm saying? It was just more so much about the cops. And I get it's called The Wire. It's about them using their wire to get the bad guys. But Avon Barksdale was a big player. How many scenes? Like, he really wasn't in it. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, I just wanted more of the Idris Elba character and more of the Avon Barksdale character. I wanted them to focus more on just a handful of people. Like, so when I say The Wire versus Power, you got Ghost, Tommy, and you got Angela, who's, you know, they got their scenes. But who gets most of the scenes?
Game of Thrones got a ton of characters.
And it's hard to keep up with that.
But it's fire, though.
It's fire because they're all savages in a way. They're all important. I didn't see the importance of most of the scenes. I'm like, bro, you might play a part down the road, but I don't see that right now. And that was kind of my problem with it.
You're impatient, Grasshopper. You gonna wait for the story to develop.
I don't want to watch no goddamn story. No,
everything's a story.
Everything's a story, but
you about to make me mad, bro.
Everything's a story, but what I'm saying is the characters that's selling the show, give them a little bit more time. I think we got a lot of, what's his name, the young boy on what you talking about, Game of Thrones, the bastard kid.
John?
I think we got a lot of John. He wasn't in two, it wasn't a 60-minute episode. He had one scene. Bro, you know how many episodes I watched of The Wire where it just had one scene, and that was him and Avon in the office. Like,
so the other scenes was on fire, though?
It was mostly of the cops trying to get the wire, trying to find.
It's all a story. They telling you how they trying to catch the niggas, and you seeing how the niggas moving, trying not to get caught, and still do what they do. That shit was fun.
Then I finished season 3, and now I'm on season 4. There's no Avon Barksdale. There's no Stringer Bell. Like, I'm not interested. Like, I haven't even cared to watch season 4. And even though I heard season 4 is fire, I'm just not interested. Like, I can't wait for Power to come on. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll watch Power because I think they did it right. It's about Tommy and Ghost, and they make it about Tommy and Ghost. Everybody else is a second or third character.
But even still, Tommy and Ghost, that shit is unrealistic, because if that shit was as real as The Wire, them niggas would have been fucking dead or in jail. So, you gotta, Ghost escaped death like 12 times. This nigga is not Superman.
This nigga name is Ghost.
He is a human being, alright? This nigga should have, Tommy is riding around in the same blue fucking Mustang. He the biggest player in the game.
Tommy.
But he's somehow creeping past everybody in his fucking blue Mustang.
Tommy rolled over a nigga in broad daylight.
Empty street in fucking New York. Are you kidding me?
I get it. The Wire's more realistic.
The Wire is a lot more realistic. Players get locked up. Players get killed. Then new players come in and they change how they ain't running shit. It's realistic as hell.
All right, but you know how many people I talked to and they just was like, well, yeah, season 1 and season 2 is trash. Oh, and season 5 is trash. But season 3 and season 4 is fire.
Season 1 was fire. Who said season 1 was trash? Saying,
season 1 was a little slow. Season 1 was cool. I got into it. But yo, I completely skipped season 2.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, I could have did without season 2.
See?
Season 2 was the weakest joints, what they was doing on the docks. But yeah. I still appreciate the story though. I just ain't really give a fuck about, if they was gonna do it like that, they should have had that motherfucker be the first season and then have Avon and them come in the second season, because they definitely teased the shit out of us with the Avon and Stringer Bell story in season 1. They gave us them fucking Irishmen on the docks season 2.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they got back to it in season 3. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that one. Season 2 was a wash.
Right, like who can, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have bad guys if you cannot sell your product, I don't want it. It could be the same thing from across the street. But if you can't convince me that this is what I need to be doing, they had me sold with the Stringer Bell, Avon Barksdale thing. Mm-hmm. And then you take them off for a season, and then you bring them on.
Wasn't it fucked up how they murked D'Angelo?
That was in season 2.
He strangled his ass.
I didn't pay no mind. I think I skipped.
No, that was in season 2. It was season 3, I believe.
Damn. Well, I missed that part. I'll go back and watch it.
Where the fuck is Wallace? Where Where's Wallace?
Oh, bro, I probably was doing something.
Where the fuck is you missed that part?
I missed that part.
You was wildin'. You're not watching, yo. I don't really.
It's not catching my eye, man. I probably wasn't. I probably was doing something else.
Where the fuck is Wallace? Everybody knows that part. Where's Wallace? Listen, yo, my niggas out there that fuck with The Wire, you know what I'm talking about. When D'Angelo was locked up and he knew Stringer got the Wallace killed. Wallace, played by Michael B. Jordan. He took a liking to Wallace because he wasn't like them regular kid. He wanted to be a kid, but he was only hustling because he had to. But he wasn't into this shit. He's still playing with toys and shit. So when he figured out Stringer killed him, he was pissed off. Where's Wallace? Where the fuck is Wallace?
I seen when they killed him.
Wallace?
No, I said the young boy, Michael B. Jordan. They killed him in the projects.
Yeah. That's Wallace.
Well, he did go snitch, though.
He did.
Okay, then he got what he got.
He should have stayed away.
He should have stayed in the country.
Should have stayed away. God damn it,
yeah,
Wallace.
I prefer Power over The Wire.
Why?
I can watch, how many seasons of Power is it? 5? Going on 6? I can watch all 5. I can watch all 4 and not be like, yo, I'm bored with this entire season. I didn't get that.
True.
Like, I've had many people tell me, and these people don't even know each other. I'm like, yo, I'm watching The Wire. And they'll say the same thing. Season 2 was trash. Season 3 and 4 is fire. Season 5 is trash. How can you sell that to somebody and be like,
Season 5 wasn't trash.
Hey, man.
Not to me. Season 2 was definitely trash. Season 5 wasn't trash.
And then y'all say, what? Listen, hey.
I like Power a lot, but it's very unrealistic.
I mean, when you put it that way, I get you. But at the same time,
there's no way 50 Cent should be alive still.
Yo, he took 9 shots in real life, so don't tell me that Keenan Kid. So
yeah, you got.
Yeah, he really shouldn't be alive in real life.
You got a point.